Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 2006 Ford E-350 van, and it's a Super Duty. You can see, Super Duty, power stroke, diesel, and I installed this car alarm, which is called an Avital, Avital 5303. And the Avital 5303 is manufactured by DEI, which stands for Directed Electronics Incorporated. They're also the same manufacturers that make the Viper, the Clifford, the Python, and the two DIY brands, which are Wasp and BOA. What I've done here is use the Avital 5303, installed that in here with remote start, and it's recommended that the Avital 5303 only be installed by a professional. I'm not a professional, at least when it comes to car security installations, but I am now apparently because I did it. So I want to give you some basics. This is definitely not a how-to all the way because it's way too complex, but I'd like to give you the basics. But first I'd like to show you what it does once it's completely put in. So this is the remote. It's a two-way remote as opposed to a one-way, which means the car communicates with the remote as well as the remote communicating with the car. Usually, factory alarms are only one way, not two-way, which means your remote communicates with the car and that's all. The advantage of having a two-way is that if the car is being broken into or something's going on with the car, it'll notify you through this key fob. And you'll be able to see. You could be shopping at Home Depot, for example, and your car could be getting broken into, and this will alert you that something's going on. It'll show you where it's happening in the car as well. Okay, so let me show you what this does. Okay, if you look closely, if you turn this to the side, there's sort of the asterisk button on the bottom. If you push that, let me make sure I got everything closed up here. Yeah, if you push that button, I have it set up for one push. It should start the vehicle. And it's a diesel, so there's a wait to start function for the glow plugs to start up. Okay, there we go. And if you can see, there's a little exhaust symbol on the key fob there coming out of the exhaust on the car icon. That indicates that the vehicle started. Okay, so we're started now. Alright, now I'll hit the same button once, it'll turn it off. Okay. Now, if we lock the vehicle, obviously I have it set up so the parking lights flash when you lock or unlock. Okay, there you go. I also have I have two sensors in there. I have a shock sensor, which all the alarms come with. And I have an extra added layer of protection in the form of a motion or proximity sensor. Let me demonstrate that I just armed it. You can see the little lock symbol on there. It's locked. You wait 4 or 5 seconds and we should get noticed. There should be some chirping when the motion sensor picks us up. Let's go over here by the window, see if it'll pick us up. There we go. Now we stand back. So the motion sensor is working. You can see the sticker I put on there, the Avital alarm sticker. So the motion sensor is mounted inside the vehicle. There, it's picking me up again. Okay. So anyway, there's that basic feature. And then of course you have the obvious. All the door switches are wired. And oh, by the way, here's the warning sticker that you put on for the remote start, so people know, especially mechanics. So anyway, we're armed, so it should go as soon as I open this door. There you go. Let me turn it off. Okay, now we're disarmed. What I want to show you in here is this is for diesels only. As you can see, I've got a mess of wires. It looked a lot worse, but basically the brains of the unit right here. And I kind of separated my cables. I have most of my heavy gauge power cables on this side tucked in, and I've got a lot of my other wires over here tucked in. But down here, I'd like to show you this piece, which is specific to diesels. This is a timer which allows you to bypass the wait to start wire. Normally with a diesel, especially on cold starts, the glow plugs need to heat up for a few seconds before the starter is engaged to easily start the engine. So to bypass that, instead of having to find that sensitive wait to start wire in a diesel, you can simply utilize this little guy here. I think it's called a 528T. I don't know, it's a DEI product. Anyway, yeah, you just wire that up and that bypasses the wait to start and allows for a sure start every time. So that's that. Those are pretty much the basics of this alarm system. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know.